1 month ago, Congressman Hank Johnson and I wrote to the Judicial Conference of the United States asking it to look at recent reports that Justice Clarence Thomas violated the Ethics in Government Act by failing to disclose gifts of travel and luxury vacations provided by a right-wing billionaire. The Judicial Conference's responsibilities under that law are quite clear. If there is, and I quote, reasonable cause to believe, close quote, that Justice Thomas willfully failed to file, then it must refer him to the Justice Department for further investigation. The Judicial Conference is a statutory body, and the Ethics in Government Act is a federal statute. So this is all very much Congress's business. The Judicial Conference has a committee on financial disclosure. Our request about the recent Thomas allegations was sent there. I've urged that committee to act with dispatch and to provide us information to understand how the process is handled. This is not a first. Believe it or not, we've been in nearly this exact situation before. Back in 2011, the nonprofit group Common Cause uncovered that Justice Thomas hadn't reported years of his wife's income paid by a right-wing dark money group. The New York Times reported that Justice Thomas also had not disclosed gifts of free private jet and yacht travel from the same right-wing billionaire. The same kinds of undisclosed gifts from the same right-wing billionaire that were revealed last month. Then, as now, the Ethics in Government Act required Justice Thomas to report these things. And then, as now, the question was whether there was reasonable cause to believe that Justice Thomas's omissions were willful, in which case, then, as now, referral to the Attorney General is required by law. So, the Judicial Conference actions then are the prequel to what is in front of it now. More than a decade later, we're just now getting answers to important questions. Over the past few weeks, I've asked the Judicial Conference who was on that committee, what was its process and rationale, what kind of evidence did it consider, and what were the rules and procedures under which all of this took place. The Judicial Conference's recent response, and I will enter the Judicial Conference's response and the 3 letters of mine to which it was responsive into the record, is a helpful start, but there is more that we need to know about those events. We'll hear today from someone who can help us with pertinent insight into what the Judicial Conference and its Committee on Financial Disclosure did back in 2011. Judge Mark Wolf was a member of the Judicial Conference in 2011 and 2012, and his experience on the Judicial Conference provides special insight into its normal operations and how the conference handled the incidents involving Justice Thomas. Congress has a role in making sure that our courts are administering federal ethics laws fairly and as intended. If they aren't, we need a robust record of what has gone wrong and what new laws might be needed to fix it. Judge Wolf's testimony will help us build that thoughtful record, and we are grateful to him for appearing today.